there, starlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who never ventured to my sector of the universe before, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so very much for being here and for joining me for a weekly reading. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for your love and support. And for those who have already subscribed, I greatly appreciate your support to this channel. And for those who haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and click on that subscribe button to join our tribe. We would be so very thankful for you and joining our community. Okay, I have a couple of things. In case you didn't already know, my calendar is open for personal readings. I do have links to the more popular ones that I do in the description box below. So if you just go to the description box and click on that link, you can get more information as to what that reading entails, all that good stuff. Also, I have a new service. It's the Love Partner Compatibility Analysis service. What that is I will combine your birth charts, the birth charts between you and your person of interest, and it will provide really great insight into the dynamic of your connection. It will also determine if that person of yours is your actual soulmate or your light counterpart, which is also known as a twin flame. I will leave a link to that particular compatibility analysis service in the description box below. All right. So with that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your weekly reading. Thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, so I hope you guys are doing well and your week is going well. If it isn't, don't worry, this too shall pass. There's always ups and downs in life, right? But either way, I hope all is well with you. So what we're going to do is we're going to see what your overall theme is for this week, what you need to focus on, and what you need to avoid. If this doesn't resonate with you, please check your moon and your rising signs. If it does resonate, you want to get more guidance, see what else is going on in your week, I would highly recommend watching the videos for your moon and your rising signs, okay? Also, at the end of this video, you will be able to ask a question and you will get an accurate answer from the angels. All right. That was a hard flip there. Okay, guys. We have self-love and release. Number 6, number 27. 27 equates to a 9. 6 is about balance and harmony. 9 is like trying completion of things so they can move on to the next level. I'm looking at this. Okay, they're saying 6/27, June 27th. Maybe that is your birthday or the birthday of somebody you know, or there's something significant that's happening on June 27th. That came out of nowhere. That's for someone. Okay, so no, if you're Aries, your birthday wouldn't be June 27th. There's something about a birthday on June 27th that's significant, or something, or it's somebody that you know whose birthday on this day. Anyway, whatever you get, if this date is significant for you right now, there's a huge message in this, because I just realized I'm talking to Aries. I'm not talking to Cancer, and maybe you have Cancer in your chart. There's something along this date, okay, guys? Just take note of it. If it's not coming to you, write this down. There's something along this date for like 1 or 2 or 3 of you that this is significant. That's why they pointed it out. All right, Aries, it's time for some self-love. It's time for some self-care. This is really understanding that once you find this love within yourself, you start calling more of that unconditional love into your life. You start allowing others to treat you the way you should be treated, to love you how you should be loved. Because if you don't love yourself, you're going to attract other people. And it doesn't have to be, romantic relationships. It could even be in jobs. You won't have people that will fully respect you or recognize your talents, or just recognize the beauty within yourself. Self-love is one of the most important things that we can ever do, especially on our journeys, especially if you're in a light counterpart twin flame connection, soulmate connection. It's really learning about self-love. You have to learn how to love yourself and not try to compare yourself to others. You are who you are for a reason. God made you the way you are for a reason. We always have room to grow. It doesn't mean that for things that we don't really like about ourselves, sometimes we can't change certain things, but if you look at it from a different perspective, like the hangman, you start getting epiphanies and realizing, oh, well, you know what? This quality about myself isn't so bad. It actually allows me to do this. It's actually hidden talent, things like that. But if you're completely self-sabotaging, I'm seeing Five of Wands, and then Four of Swords is also needed. Really doing some self-reflection and really gaining wisdom into who it is that you truly are, and you release the negativity from the outside world, from other people. Maybe some of you are, getting hung up on social media and saying, oh, I wish I looked like that person. I wish I had that person's life. I wish this, I wish that. I wish I was somebody else. I wish I was prettier. I wish I was taller. I wish I was thinner. Those types of things. I wish I was smarter. I wish I was, more talented. If you're wishing for all these things, have you really gone within to see what it is about yourself that is badass, that nobody else does, that nobody else has the ability to do? We all have these things that are very unique. Every single one of us is unique. So Aries, for this coming week, you really need to start focusing on loving yourself, discovering those qualities about yourself that surprise you, that gives you that spark, that you tell yourself, you know what? I'm the only quote unquote Aries of this kind on this planet. There's nobody else like me. And you don't have to look outside of someone to feel loved, to look outside of yourself, to look towards someone is what I wanted to say for self-love. You don't have to get validation from somebody else to know that you're beautiful, that you're intelligent, that you're talented, that you're a badass. None of that stuff. It all comes from within. Nobody can tell you different, Aries. The power of self-love is so significant that you get to the point where you're unshakable and nothing is going to break you down. When you realize your talents and your abilities, and you love the fact that you are who you are, and again, that there's nobody else like you, and you have to release this negativity, release things that don't serve you. Give yourself to God, surrender to the divine, and ask them, your angels, ask spirit, ask other people, that's really your spirit team, for guidance on how to bring more self-love into your life. Ask for signs. Give me a sign. What should I be doing? How should I bring myself to allow myself to love me? What am I missing? And I'm really getting very strongly, this is releasing self-sabotage. I'm getting for quite a few of you, a lot of you are doing some self-sabotage. You're not happy with who you are. You have to let that go. There's a bunch of butterflies here. This is a need for transformation, where you're releasing the past. Maybe you dealt with somebody who really insulted you, who really put you down. It could have even been from parents too, that you were never good enough. If you think you are never good enough, Aries, you will continue to feel that you are never good enough. You will start manifesting that, and then people will start looking at you like you're not good enough or you're not worthy. That's how the law of attraction works. Your thoughts create your reality. If you continue to think about that about yourself, you start attracting these things that you don't want. Don't focus on what you don't want. Focus on what you do want. Don't focus on what you don't like about yourself. Focus on what you like about self. Don't focus on what you don't have. I'm not this. I'm not that. Put your focus on I have this, I have that. Be more grateful for the little things, because there are other people on this planet who are in way worse situations than you are, especially if you're watching this video. So just be mindful of that, but just understand that there is something lovable about you. You are lovable. I don't care who you are, what anybody else tells you. You are lovable. And I keep getting, again, they're saying to me again, going out on social media and comparing yourself. Don't compare yourself, Aries. Don't compare yourself. And if you're thinking, because, okay, I'm getting this hit now. If you're thinking you're an Aries and, you like to be independent and you're feisty and you're a go-getter, and sometimes you just think about yourself and people may not like that about you, look at it differently. If maybe you're being too impulsive or too independent and you're trying to do things all on your own, really look inside yourself and understand why that is. Are you afraid of other people coming into your life sabotaging things? Are you afraid of, having other people come into your life and partnering with them and collaborating with them because maybe you got screwed over in the past, whether it's with a job or a relationship? I'm saying that because probably that's why there's some issue here with self-love about you. If you want to feel more empowerment, it comes from the inside out, not from the outside in. Focus on who you are as an Aries, because there's no other Aries like you. Let all that shit go about those false beliefs about yourself. You are stronger than you realize, and you are enough. Again, don't compare yourself to the outside world. This outside world it's crazy. It's the Matrix. It's a huge illusion. Know what is true for you and stick to it. Whoops. There's a master number, which is a master builder number, by the way, and it's wisdom. Oh man, what's that quote? Something about having the wisdom to know thyself. I think that's a quote, right? Is it Einstein? I don't know. I can't look it up on my phone because I'm using my phone to record this. Anyway, there's something along those lines about really understanding and knowing thyself, okay? The wisdom that you truly have. And I was talking about, for some of you, if you really don't think that you're smart enough, or people, you're really comparing yourself to others. But why? How is it that other people know exactly who you are if they don't really get to know the real you, Aries? There's really something about here when you gain more wisdom, when you start finding that empowerment within yourself, which leads you to believe, I can do anything. I am good enough and I can do whatever the hell I want. There's something you're not seeing about yourself. It's like you're trying to reach for that moon and you think that that moon is unattainable. There's something about the subconscious mind here. Something is you're trying to feel okay. You're trying to get answers by looking outside of yourself. See, you're in this boat. You're standing on top of these books. There's a bunch of knowledge there, but there's something else outside of these books here, which for some reason they're telling me you're looking outside yourself for validation. And maybe trying to, again, comparing yourself, looking at these books, looking at people's social media and reading about things. How do I attract men? How do I attract women? How can I be more attractive? How can I be more this? How can I be more that? Start looking within yourself. You're thinking it's unattainable, but you know what? When you're looking outside yourself, you're not going to find the answers. Your heart is already telling you. It's like the moon is here, Aries. Reach out to your subconscious. Really go deep within and understand your emotions about why you're feeling this way. and start learning more about yourself. Those amazing things about yourself, Aries, because there are amazing things about you. You have to believe that. And then you'll start making better decisions when you're not trying to compare yourself to others, and maybe when you're not making those right decisions because you're not trusting your intuition, you end up falling into, issues at work that are not for your highest good. Relationships are not for your highest good. It's all about you, but you have to start loving yourself first and foremost. Because if you don't, how are you going to be able to really love others and understand what the true meaning of unconditional love is? Like the meaning of the Ace of Cups for me. Okay. Now we are going to see what you need to focus on, what you need to avoid. What is it that Aries needs to focus on for this week, please? And thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family. Eight of coins for you need to focus. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Cups. Keep that in mind. Your wish fulfillment. Your emotional fulfillment on your own. Working towards that, okay? What do they need to avoid for this week? Please and thank you. What is it that Aries needs to avoid for this week? Please and thank you. Man, okay, yep. We've got Three of Cups and Temperance here. I'm going to go over those in a bit, but let's go over this, my lovely Aries. Okay, yeah, this is how you're feeling. This is the bottom of the deck. The underlying theme about all this. You are just really not happy with yourself is what I'm getting. It could very well be that you had a breakup or you're in separation with someone and you're thinking, well, oh, they're not communicating with me. They maybe say they said some harsh words to you, or they said some things that really broke your heart, and you're thinking to yourself, am I not good enough for you? So-and-so? Like, what the hell is this? You feel down and out. I'm really getting strongly that this has to do with like a breakup or a separation. And you're thinking, because you think that there's this magnetic attraction there. You think there is something there if this pertains to a relationship. But then you guys separate, or they break your heart, or they keep doing the same things to you. And Aries, I just got from Spirit that for a lot of you, this keeps happening with a particular person. And if you are in a soulmate, light counterpart / twin flame journey, this is what happens. If this person keeps breaking your heart and you keep, being down in the dumps because of the separation, because the person disappears again, you know what this is leading you towards? It's leading you towards the path of self-love. You cannot find happiness and joy outside of yourself or in another person. It comes from within. You are more empowered within yourself, not from somebody else. And if this happens to be with a job too, because Eight of Pentacles is there, if people are thinking you're not good enough and you're just like, man, I work so hard and I do all these things, you know what? Just walk away. You don't need to feel this type of energy. I'm feeling it really strongly right now. It's really tough for you to deal with. But you know what, Aries? You are stronger than you think, and you are enough, and you have to start focusing on yourself. You need to start healing. This is heart chakra healing. When you open your heart chakra, that opens your heart to unconditional love. You start learning to unconditionally love yourself and others, to include your person. Especially in these counterpart journeys, is exactly what the reason is. Open your heart to love, but to love for yourself first. You're not going to get that love from somebody else. See, if you're separated from somebody keeps breaking your heart, It's because you're not loving yourself. How is that person going to love you if you don't love yourself? It doesn't make any sense, right? You really need to start focusing on your self-worth. I'm seeing 9 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles is already there. Self-mastery. Committing to your own happiness, your own wish fulfillment, your own emotional fulfillment, and you doing it on your own. You're finding your bliss on your own, not in a counterpart connection, not on a soulmate, not in a particular job, none of that. The joy comes from within. Empowerment comes from within. It's not the other way around. 8 of Coins. This is totally about you doing the inner work, Aries. Finding your own fulfillment, following your dreams, your aspirations, your wishes, what it is that Aries wants in this lifetime. Yes, you probably want love, you want like this fulfilling job, whatever this is for you, take it as it resonates. As a general reading, okay? But whatever you're feeling right now while you're watching this, if this is about love, job, you have to go after it yourself. But you have to really focus on knowing who you truly are and being content with that. Rejection is protection. That's what I just heard. If this has to do with a connection, if this person keeps doing this, you guys are not in alignment. Bottom line, that's why these things happen. The universe is like, nope, you guys aren't there yet. Both of you are not self-loving yourselves. You're not loving yourselves. That's what Spirit is telling me. For those in a counterpart connection, both of you are not loving yourselves. You cannot have this spiritual union, this sacred union, until you both start understanding the true power of unconditional love. And it starts with yourself. Healing your inner child. Healing all of those wounds and having those limiting beliefs about yourself. It all has to go away before union can happen. If you want a better job, if you want better other relationships, experiences, you have to focus on self first, and you have to stay committed to what it is that you want first, Aries. Not for what somebody else wants. And sometimes what we think we want is not what the universe wants for us. The universe gives us what you need, and the universe is trying to get you to, they want you to have self-love. You need self-love at this time. And this is you following your work's purpose. You're immersed in your life's work. You're creating things. This guy is hard working on these pentacles here, right? You got to work on your pentacles. Your foundation, your new beginning to union with self, to being more content with yourself and being happy all on your own. Your bliss. The good things in life. I'm all happy by myself. I don't need anyone. I don't need anything. This is what you need to be working on. This is a huge focus, is what they're telling me right now. And with what you need to avoid, Aries, 3 of Cups and Temperance, I'm getting this is third party stuff. There's something along the lines of you're thinking, you know, there's other third party things involved. Maybe you think that your person has somebody else, which is why you don't feel like you're good enough. Or maybe they actually end up going to somebody else. But you need to heal that. You really need to balance out your masculine and feminine energies. And you really need to be patient with this. Because if this is a counterpart connection again, this is because this person has to do the work, the healing work. This is achieving, this is healing about your well-being. Healing your well-being right here, the 3 of Cups. Don't give in to third-party energies. The universe is helping you here. Temperance is helping you here. This tends to be the counterpart angel, the twin flame angel here. Either way, you really need to start finding balance. Some of you may be too caught up in what other people are telling you. Maybe this has to do with siblings or friends. Oh, maybe friends are telling you, oh, you know what, forget that person. They keep doing this. But if you know deep down inside that there's something more in this connection, you have to trust your heart, because if you're feeling that this type of connection is very different from all the other ones, there's a reason for that. And I'm getting strongly, again, this has to do with a light counterpart, soulmate connection, okay? So if you have friends telling you, oh, you know what, it's not going to work out, or, whatever. And this happens a lot. I've been hearing it a lot with my clients too, where they're saying, I have all my friends, they're telling me, screw that guy, whatever. I even had my own sisters. I'm the oldest of 3 girls, who told me the same thing in my connection. Don't deal with that, Jess. And I was like, no, I'm not going to deal with it. I did walk away from my masculine a while ago, and I started focusing on myself. And I said to myself, you know what? I am good enough. If my masculine doesn't see that, he's not in alignment. We are not in alignment. We both weren't loving ourselves. We both were not in alignment with where God wanted us to be at that time, which was why we kept going into separation. It wasn't working out. God was trying to bring us together to get us to see something, and we didn't see it, and it fell apart again. That's exactly what tends to happen in these types of relationships. Everybody's journey is different, yes, but this is really all about the journey to self-love. That is the common denominator here, and you guys need to focus on that. Stop listening to your friends. Stop listening to other people, third-party stuff. Stop worrying that your person's in a third-party situation. There's other third parties aside from other people. And even if they're going back to a karmic, they say, oh, I found somebody new, I'm going to go with this person. Forget about it. You need to release that, okay? That's low vibrational. Don't focus on that. Balance your energies out. The universe is trying to help you with this. And be patient, because this type of journey is a very challenging one, and it involves a lot of freaking work right there. Right there. I know what I'm talking about, because I had to do a lot of work for this type of connection. And if it's not a connection, this is really you working on yourself, and people keep rejecting you for jobs or other things, or sabotaging your work or whatever because you're a badass, just leave it. I had to do that in my job too. I had that happen to me too. People were really jealous about my abilities, because I will say that I was pretty good at practically everything that I did, even though I had never done certain jobs before. Anyway, enough about me. This is clarifying the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Coins. Maybe I said 8 Cups for a reason, because they want you to walk away. The Knight of Cups, guys. This is your quest for the Holy Grail, to your fulfillment, the quest to find your ultimate bliss, understanding the power of unconditional love. That's the Ace of Cups he has in his hands. I was talking about the Ace of Cups. This is you trusting your instincts and your intuition, because apparently for some of you, Aries, some of you are already getting those intuitive hits. You need to do the work. You need to do the work. You need to do the work. You need to start loving yourself. You need to start focusing on what brings you this fulfillment and going on that journey to healing of the self. All right? This guy listens and he trusts his heart. And he goes on this quest for the Holy Grail because he understands that love heals all things. The bottom of the deck is 5 of Cups. What I'm also getting, now that I see the 5 of Cups at the bottom, what I'm also getting with this is romance. You are saddened because you want the romance in this connection. You want this fulfillment. There's a strong attraction here. And you are sad. You are down and out. Again, we have the 3 of Swords, and now we have the 5 of Cups here. Aries, it's going to be okay. You don't have to be in this energy. You have to transmute these energies, which is why Temperance is also back there too. You have to transmute those lower vibrational energies. You are the alchemist of your life. You do not have to be in these lower vibrational energies. This is emotional baggage here. There's too much emotion, and there's a castle across that bridge. You're not even realizing that the castle is meant for you, Aries. It's there. Look, the Two of Cups are behind you, but Spirit is saying you gotta find your cup first before the other person can bring them theirs. And the other person has to find their cup as well. Don't feel so down and out. This is a beautiful journey to self-love. Like, just wait. When that happens, all these other doors open up for you, to include having this true love that so many of you are seeking. But we all try to seek love outside ourselves. It's not what God wants for us. It's seeking it within ourselves. There is greater power in that, because they are preparing you for what your actual mission is in life. So that you don't allow other people to tell you who you can and can't be. You don't have to go outside of yourself to feel worthy, okay? Some of you are saddened because you're thinking, where's the romance in this? But if this is a counterpart connection, it is not a romantic journey. This is about agape love, not eros love. And eros is romance. It's romantic love. All right, so why do we have the Three of Cups and Temperance in the avoid position? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Can you please clarify the cards in the avoid position? Please clarify what? There we go. You're not seeing it clearly. That's what I was talking about. You're not seeing that there's something else that's going on here that needs to transpire, and you are avoiding doing the inner work. You feel fearful, and you're over analyzing these things, because I said you're over analyzing, thinking that there's somebody else in the picture. Maybe there isn't, maybe there is. You will need a personal reading for that if you want to know if there's an actual third party with regards to a person involved in this. Or it's a third-party thing, meaning that there's an addiction. There's a codependency on making money. There's codependency on material world. Like, third-party means a lot of stuff if you don't already know. Okay, Aries? So if you want to know if it's an actual person or not, that would require a personal reading. But take it, trust your intuition. You're avoiding seeing things clearly. Again, you're over-analyzing, thinking there's other stuff. And it's like, oh, well, maybe they don't love me, or I'm not good enough because this, and that. Stop the overthinking. You got to get out of that mentality. You're not seeing clearly. You have to trust your intuition. You have to listen to it. There's other things that you need to be focusing on, and that's doing the inner work. Your quest for the Holy Grail, okay? Make sure you get out of this mindset. It's low vibrational. You lower your vibration, you can't ascend. It's just, and you will continue to attract lower vibrational people and things into your life. Get out of your head. Stop overthinking about third-party stuff. Balance out your energies. And then you have the Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Maybe some of you are being defensive, or maybe this person was being defensive towards you. Like, get away from me. Right? Maybe there's fighting here. But some of you are, you're getting defensive, thinking that there's something else going on behind the scenes. If you're not focusing on yourself, you're missing out. Especially with these types of journeys, this is all about focusing on yourself. Don't try to fight it. Don't try to fight doing the work, because this person won't come back around until you do the work. And if you are the feminine, you are the leader counterpart. Because you got to step into your power here. This is very important for you guys to do. There's a lot of inner work that needs to be done, and you can do it, Aries. If I can do it, you can definitely do it. Stop trying to resist. Look at things from a bigger perspective. Stand your ground. All right? If this person continues to break your heart, you better stand up for yourself and say, hey, man, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm walking away from you. Because that's exactly what I did, and it changed everything. Everything. A huge shift happened the moment I said goodbye to my masculine. I was like, okay, goodbye. If you're not going to explain to me what's going on here, or what this is, I'm done with this behavior. And that's what I did. I walked away. It was the best thing I could have ever done. All right. I went to find my own happiness, and I did. I don't need anyone or anything. And you know what power that has in your life? It's tremendous power when you have that self-love for yourself and you find that empowerment within yourself. You realize that you are a badass and you are more than good enough. All right, we're going to get guidance from Spirit. Spirit, what guidance do you have for Aries? Ice Queen, introspection. Yep, I was talking about going within. Self-analysis. Yep, fortitude. It's time to go within, Aries, and really start looking at the beauty of who you are. Who Aries really is, and how amazing Aries really is. Without a counterpart, without a certain job, without whatever else from the outside world. It all starts with you. Look. 22 again, the master builder number. You guys are meant to build something masterful on your own here. There is huge power in that, and you are supposed to become a queen. You need to feel like a queen, not the ice queen in the sense where you need to feel you need to be cold to others or be cold. Oh, this is also saying that maybe some of you are being cold with yourselves. And maybe you're turning yourself away from the world because you don't feel empowered. You have to start facing your shadow self here. This is about your self-growth. You got to do the inner work. You have to honor the light within you, because what I'm getting is your light is dim. Your masculines cannot see your light if you dim it. If you haven't seen my Divine Masculine Channel letters, I've talked about it in there. In my Counterpart Weeklies, I talked about in there too. It's all about shining your light. My masculine told me to shine my light about 1.5 years ago. And I was already starting to do that, but like it just made my light even brighter because he actually pointed it out, because he already knew that I was dimming my light. And when I illuminated that, it really changed a lot of things. And he was able to see it. It was helping guide him on his journey too. Again, because the feminines are the leaders. Really go within. Understand the diamond that you are. The diamond in the rough. You are a diamond in the rough, Aries. The bottom of the deck is sanctuary, healing and comfort, faith and restoration. Yeah, this is restoration here. Healing of the self. Finding your own sanctuary. Your sanctuary is within you. You have this wealth of knowledge. You have this beauty and this abundance within you. You have to find a place where you tap into that, and you will find peace in your own sanctuary. You won't find that outside of yourself again, okay? Just remember that. You won't find that outside yourself. Your own sanctuary is within yourself, or create a space for you in your home or someplace where you can go within and you can meditate and you can be at peace with yourself and talk to your guides and your angels and raise your vibration. This is very important. I have my own sanctuary where I do this, and I make sure that I do my practice so that I continue to stay at a restorative state and stay at my high vibrational state, so that whatever may come my way during the day, I won't get affected by it. It's so important to have this. Okay, my lovely Aries, ask a question, any question at all. Meditate on that question while I shuffle in silence, and we'll see what answers the angels have for you. Be assertive. Wasn't I talking about that before? It's time for you to put your foot down. So saying, if this keeps happening to you, somebody especially keeps breaking your heart, you just got to put your foot down, Aries, and say enough is enough. And say, you know what? I am good enough. I am good enough. Be assertive with yourself and be assertive with others. Like, you can't take my power away, so-and-so. You can't. And tell yourself that you are worthy, that you are good enough, that you are a diamond in the rough, because you are, Aries. I had to learn that about myself too. You are the Aries that no one else is. There's only one of you. Even though I'm talking to an Aries collective here, there's only one you. Okay? Ask clearly what it is that you want from yourself, from others, from the universe, and watch your life change. The bottom of the deck is compromise. There's balance here. They want me to read the book. Give me a minute. I just saw it. In order to create a happy outcome in the situation, you will find it necessary to compromise. Allow yourself some time to become clear about what is truly important to you, what I was saying. Also, take note of matters where you would be open to changing your position. Work toward an agreement where everyone wins. Be open to cooperation that would allow you to get what you need while also assisting others in fulfilling their desires. Be objective about finding a balance between respecting everyone else's viewpoints and still being true to your own. All right, dear Aries, that concludes your weekly reading. Thank you so very much for watching, for subscribing, for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I send you the best today always. I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being on your journey today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.